This is the Defender OCTA, and it's pretty impressive. Now, if anyone's been watching my channel for a while, they'll know that I do love a Land Rover product. But I haven't driven one quite like this before. But just so that you guys aren't watching me wax lyrical about this for the next 10 minutes, I thought we'd go and get someone else to help me review it. And better than that, someone who is not only very well known for reviewing cars, but also someone who is inherently well known for not liking big four-wheel drives like this. The other thing I will say about this car very quickly is there's loads of storage space. The cup holders are brilliant, and there's even room enough for my Holy. So we're just about to pull up into his house now. It didn't take very long to get here. And let's see what he thinks of this absolutely insane 625 horsepower Defender monster. Now, there's lots of very, very impressive things in this car, but there's one more thing I need to show you, and for that, we need to go to the boot. Now, obviously, it is a new year, and lots of you will have New Year's resolutions. I certainly do. Mine is to stay hydrated. For that, we've got Holy. Now, Holy is a much better alternative to your conventional energy drinks, and it's why I was so excited to have them as my first ever sponsor on the channel. I would certainly recommend the Starter Deluxe package, which is going to give you a little bit of everything. So your energy, your hydration, your feeling good, and your iced tea as well, which is also brilliant. For me, it's all about the pineapple. This is such a good flavor, and it really, really helps me stay hydrated when I'm out doing videos, because it's so easy just to pull into a petrol station, grab a conventional drink, which is gonna make you feel like rubbish in about 20 minutes, whereas this, it lasts, it's inexpensive, and it's really, really good. And if you want to get some Holy, all you have to do is click the link in the description of the video, and if you use code Hamilton5, you'll get £5 off your first order, any order over $14.99, or if you just use code Hamilton, you're going to get 10% off your order. So make sure you go and check out Holy Energy. Tiff Needell.
Hamilton.
How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
And you as well. I've brought something for you to have a look at.
Oh.
No?
What,
no?
is this some sort of blinged up aftermarket Range Rover or what?
No, this, Tiff, is the Land Rover Defender OCTA.
I have heard about it. There's lots of Land Rover lovies going crazy on Tinternet about it on their YouTube channels.
They absolutely are. I'm probably going to be one of them, but there's a good reason why people are very positive about this car, and that's because what's under the bonnet. I know you love your BMWs, and this has the same engine
Yes.
as...
I've read that. BMW M5.
That is the M5
Okay,
engine.
that's a good thing.
So 625
Harry
horsepower.
raved about these. Is that important? Harry got very excited.
Now, I'll be honest.
About the gold.
I quite like the gold as well. Oh, and there's bits of gold dotted around, and we'll sort of go over that. But as I said, 625 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds.
Some say 635 and 645.
There is a bit of a yes. The weight we are a bit unsure, to be honest.
Lots of power.
Lots of power. Now I know you don't.
And big wide wheel arches.
3 inches wider than your standard Defender. Absolutely right. Now I know you.
What's this little bit here for? What's that all about? Just to make it even wider?
Well, it might be a little bit of a little bit of extension. I don't actually know what that's for, I'll be very honest. It looks a bit unnecessary to me.
You're going to take me for a drive?
Let's go for a drive. I know you don't like four-wheel drive, Tiff, but I think you're really going to like this.
I don't mind four-wheel drive, like a Subaru Impreza, nice and low. It's the SUV.
Okay, I know you don't like big SUVs, but you might like this one.
Hamilton.
Yeah?
Did you bring me some steps to stand on?
That's not even an option. You can't get steps on the OCTA. You just have to. You're a tall guy. You can just jump in. Right, Tiff. So, what do you think?
Yeah, all right. Just getting used to your driving. I'm getting a bit of vertigo being this high up.
Are you?
Yeah, I've just got to get used to the altitude sickness.
You've got to get used to the altitude sickness.
My whole problem with SUVs, you know I don't really like.
We do know that.
Is that I don't like sitting on top of a stepladder.
Yes.
While I'm driving.
Yes.
I want to be down.
I know, I get
want
that.
to be as close to the road as possible. And all this is wide.
I do. Jeez, that was a bit wide, actually. I do get that. But...
So, because as a driver, you really feel the closer you are to a road, the more you can feel it, the roll,
yes.
you know what you're driving.
Yes.
But however good this suspension is,
Yeah.
and I know from people who said it's the most amazing, they spent millions, but you can't get away from the fact that you're sitting up so high driving.
You are, but in the real world, Tiff, and you live in the countryside, I live in the countryside, this is actually quite a nice asset to have, to be able to be
Hold on a minute. I refuse to live in the real world, all right? Whatever that is.
That's so good.
Sorry.
Okay, but
Really
no.
insulting. That's just
No,
really
do you know
insulting.
what?
Comes to my house, then starts insulting.
Do you know what, Tiff? I can't argue with that point, but I think a lot of people do want to live in the real world, and they all want cars like this.
Yeah.
But back to that suspension, because you did just mention it.
Yeah.
This is Land Rover's brand new 6D suspension. Now, I think I know what they've done there with that name, where you've got 3D, 4D. So what this suspension does with 6D is it goes up, down, left, right, will do an Irish jig and turn itself inside out. And it's very, it's very good, this suspension.
Okay.
And the other thing that is interesting about it, and this is jokes aside, there are no anti-roll bars at all. So this is all interlinked hydraulic suspension, and it does away completely with anti-roll bars.
I think McLaren tried that on the MP412C, which
And it was it not
terribly.
Was it not a very comfortable?
It didn't work. They had individual braking, and they had all sorts of clever stuff. People can get too clever.
Yes.
So I know it sounds clever not having any anti-roll bars, and I'm sure it is incredibly hard to create.
Because you've got good road holding on the road, but also you've got massive articulation when you go off-road.
Yep.
And I know no one's going to take this off-road, which is why, guys, we're not doing an off-road test.
I've never seen over this hedge near my house
You ever
before.
see?
That's
There
very
you go.
exciting.
Because we're in this apartment block, you
very
can see
exciting.
whatever you want.
And of course, talking that suspension, which, as with all Land Rover, Range Rover products, is the best off-road suspension, and this is even better off-road. You just mentioned it's got more articulation.
It does, yeah, because of the land.
And of course, right as we sit here today, they're out doing Dakar, aren't
Exactly.
they? I do want to point out that there are only 5 entries.
So when they say they came third,
yeah, they've got 3 entries. So 3 of the 5 entries are the 3 Defenders. Massive budget. There's a couple of little Nissans or Toyotas. I think Toyota Land Cruisers.
So because they are over in the Dakar now doing the Dakar Rally with this, does this make this a homologated
No,
road
it's a stock class.
Oh, okay.
So probably it is homologated, really. I mean, yes, all the suspension they created.
So this is a race car.
They spent the money to help win off-road rallies.
Yeah. So this is a race car.
But then they're winning off-road rallies merely to sell the image of the product.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And not actually what you do with the product you buy. So
Right.
It's a bit of a bizarre juxtaposition.
It's a juxtaposition.
That's a good word, isn't
well,
it?
this car is a juxtaposition because it's big, it's tall, it's very heavy, but it will still pull through like that with BMW M5 power.
65 miles an hour, you lunatic in a 60.
I was only doing 60. I was only doing 60. I promise, Mr. Police Officer that's watching this, I was only doing 60. So as we mentioned, this has the same engine as the current BMW M5, which is, of course, a 4.4-litre twin-turbocharged V8, 625 horsepower. They're both hybrid. The BMW is a little bit more hybrid, so the horsepower in the M5 goes up to just over 700 horsepower. But the weight aspect that you just mentioned, this weighs 40 kilograms less than the M5 Touring. So there's you speaking about weight, and I think you'd be very happy if it was an M5.
But I've already said the M5's way too heavy.
Way too heavy car. I don't know what they're doing.
Shouldn't qualify as an M car.
No,
M cars should be versions with stripped out seats and things.
Power.
They
And
should be
power.
tracked special cars.
Yes. What do you think about the comfort of it, though, Tiff? Is it comfortable?
Well, yeah, of course.
Nice place to be?
Well, as you'd expect.
What do you think of the seats?
Well, just fairly normal comfort for this sort of car.
Well, these are specially designed seats to help you when you come off of a jump and impact onto the ground. They've specifically designed the seats to be strong when you jump your 150,000.
Is that what it's cost? I was about to say price. We haven't mentioned
price. So let's roll it back a little bit, because ordinary Defender start at about £50,000, there or thereabouts. If you want the big one, the 110, that goes up to about £60,000.
I'll just to talk about that briefly, because whilst I'm a bit anti-SUV myself,
yes,
I did do the new Defender was about 5 years ago.
It was 5 years ago.
I did a test and loved
you
cars.
did.
And I have to say, I was really
liked
impressed.
it.
I did like it. And if you want
Yeah.
a family SUV, as that's
Yes.
your thing,
Yes.
it is a brilliant choice.
Yeah.
Comfort. I mean, so much opposite to what the original Defender was, where you can't even put your elbow
You can't
on.
have elbows
the
in the
most
original
ridiculous,
Defender.
uncomfortable things that a Land Rover lovies like them all will probably
Or like myself.
want one,
Yeah.
and they're worth a fortune when they're up. So anyway, as an SUV goes, the 110
Yeah.
Defender is a fantastic choice.
Yeah.
But then that's £65,000.
Up
But to
to
spend 150.
And it is. However, you have to think about the other cars that are in this market, and chief among which is the Mercedes G-Wagon, which of course you'll know, the G63 AMG, which is...
Can we just go down to Southampton Football Club and park in the Premier League football?
Yeah.
Then we'll feel at home, won't we?
But if you wanted a G-Wagon, which is not as powerful as this,
which I don't.
which you don't, it's 50 grand more than this. So I don't think they've priced it too far.
I think you'll find in the footballer world,
Yes.
they prefer to spend more money.
They
'cause
probably do. Well, that's why you thought this was an aftermarket thing, because everyone goes around putting wings and spoilers on things that really doesn't need to be there. So even in comfort mode, it's still...
And you talk about modes then. How many modes has it got? I bet
So
it's
there's
so complicated.
There are loads of modes, but Land Rover have done something very clever with this car. So the two things that you are going to have to be fiddling with as far as drivability of this car is concerned, they've done right here on the steering wheel. So as we know, this is a 2025 registered car, so it has to have all of the ADAS systems, which is your lane departure and all of the other things. To deactivate that, it's literally two switches on this button here on the steering wheel. But the other thing is this button here, which is not on any Defender, and that is the OCTA button. One press on that, and that's going to take you straight into dynamic mode. Straight into dynamic mode. And then if you press and hold... Christ.
Whoa. So what was that? The panels are all gone red.
My panels are red now because I'm in full OCTA mode. So using the OCTA button there, you press and hold to go into full OCTA mode.
What does that give you then?
Now that is really for when you're off-road, because what that's going to do is it's going to slacken off the dampers, so you've got much more of a floaty ride, so the car can undulate better, and it makes it rear-wheel drive biased as well.
Oh.
I think it's about time you have a drive now, isn't it?
Well, I'm getting a bit itchy after that little...
Do you want to have a little go, don't you? You do want to have a little go.
All right, just a little go.
Let's find a place to pull over and let's get Tiff behind the wheel.
I don't want to muck about. I want to go straight into this mode.
All right, you can press and hold. Press and hold. Here we go. Keep holding, keep holding. All right, everything's gone red now, so you are good to go. You are real... Oh my God! Oh
Shit. You see, it's still a bit wobbly,
What
isn't
did
it?
you do,
Oh, brakes are very impressive,
my
aren't they? The steering is beautifully weighted, isn't it? That's lovely, isn't it?
Oh
they
my
are
gosh.
lovely. It's just simply the fact that I want to be down.
You just want to be lower. You want it to be
I
lower.
don't enjoy this height of drive because it's still, you still got that feeling of
A bit of
lean.
leaning
It
over.
doesn't lean. You're just too high.
For sure. Oh, it's quite a quick thing, isn't it?
Well, yes, I knew it would be. I mean, it's got an M5 engine. I mean, yes, it's quick, and yes, it's brilliant, and yes, it does things brilliant, and it can win the Dakar Rally, as probably you'll see in the newspapers in a week's time. Dakar winning Defender.
But it doesn't sound as good as it could do.
It's still the price. It's my biggest price, and the fact I'm not a huge SUV fan.
Yes,
I mean, Vicky, but then, I mean, she was absolutely giggling herself to death.
She liked it,
But
didn't
she's
she?
a farmer's daughter.
Oh, I see.
What's
Okay.
Harry? Harry is
He's a farmer. Harry is a farmer.
What's Clarkson?
He's a farmer.
Right, and what do the three all have in common? What do they all love?
Well, they all love farming.
And they all love
Range Rovers. And Land Rovers.
And Land Rovers.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
they're farmers.
Oh, God.
But impressive though it is, I mean, it's still the price.
The price. It is a big price.
And I tell you what, back at home just this week, I've got something to show you.
Have you?
Which will make you think a bit more.
This is going to be an example of why this is so expensive in comparison to something else.
Might be something to do with
Right,
that.
okay, all right. Let's go and have a look what it is, Tiff. Let's go and have a look.
You see, on my driveway at this very moment, I just happen to have two cars which combined will cost the same as your Defender.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not talking about full focuses here. That's a 3 Series Touring, and that's a Lotus. It's out of V6.
Yeah.
In a gorgeous colour as well. Okay, I see your point.
Which would you go for?
Well, yeah, definitely these two, without a shadow of doubt.
And going back to my SUV problem about sitting too high, this is why I'm mad about estate cars.
You are.
Because you sit low. I tell everybody, don't get an SUV, get an estate car.
Yes.
Because they've got better accommodation. I'll show you, because I just happen to have my golf clubs in the back here.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, so as an example of how useful the space on a estate car is, we'll just see how easily
Okay, all right.
my golf clubs
I can see where this is
go
going,
in the
Tiff.
back.
I see where this is going. I see where this is going.
Just an ordinary set of clubs.
No,
I haven't got
fit.
extra long.
They're gonna fit. They're gonna fit. I know they're gonna fit. They're gonna fit just fine. They will fit. No, Tiff, they will fit. No, they will go in there. See?
Right. Now go and get my trolley.
Oh.
We've got to muck about. Go and get my trolley.
Oh no, he's actually got a trolley. It will fit. It will fit. Everything will, no, it will all fit in here. Lovely.
I don't want it to sit on top of my clubs, get my clubs dirty.
Oh, shoot.
As my 3 Series Touring, they're both flat on the floor.
Yeah, okay. Okay, look, I can't do it without getting your clubs dirty.
You can't do it flat.
I can't do it. It won't fit flat.
Take it away, back in the car.
It won't fit. It won't fit. It won't fit.
So there you have it. A BMW 3 Series Touring has better accommodation for luggage in the rear than a huge 110 Defender.
Right then, Tiff, final words. What do you think then?
What an absolutely brilliant bit of kit.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to win a Dakar rally.
Yeah.
But it's just not for me.
It's not for you, is it?
No.
No, because it's not for your golf clubs, is
It'll
it?
sell.
It certainly will. Guys, a massive thank you to Tiff Needell.
A pleasure.
Thank you, Tiff. Thank you to the owner of this Defender, Jason, as well. And we will see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, the hype button, and leave a comment as well. Thank you, guys.